What up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Skylar and Pedro here. Another commander battle we having. As you guys seen in that last battle we had was dragons versus Aces, serpent, sea serpent,
it's Leviathans.
And dragons came up on top.
Hey, you got lucky. He used my own decks though.
Hey, he forgot about the commander damage. What can I say?
Hey, you said that you forgot about it too.
I did forget, but I ain't the one that got hit.
On today's battle, I'm using one of his own decks, and he's using his own deck too. So I'm playing vampires.
You guys seen the deck tech? I did put it up online already.
Yep, we got. How do you even say this name? Is my first question. Strefan, Miriam, something.
We just call him Streffy Boy.
Fancy vampire. How about that?
That Streffy Boy. That's what we gonna call him. Basically, what he does, so you guys know, if if any player lost life this turn, you create a blood token at your end step. So on his turn, he's gonna want to make either me or him lose life, and he'll get blood tokens. Those blood tokens he create allow him to sacrifice and play vampires for free. And as you've seen in the deck list, our vampires are nasty. So anything he brings out is just going to be crazy, and cheating it out without having to play mana allows him to keep it open and play other stuff that is important as well.
Now, I'm glad he said this because I don't know nothing about these vampires. I played against it many times. The one vampire I hate the most in this deck is Olivia. I hate that one. I hate vampires.
She is a strong card. Came out in one of the newer sets.
Wolves are always better though. My werewolves. I haven't done the tech deck on that yet, but when I do, you guys are gonna see.
I think I did a deck tech on this deck. I'm pretty sure I did. Hinata Dawn Crown. Basically what it does is anything I target costs one less to cast, and anything he targets costs one more to cast. So if he tries to path to exile anything of mine, instead of one white, he has to pay a colorless and a white. It's basically how it works. And if I choose anything on his, including my own, it makes everything one less. So X spells, when I choose, end up being free. Kind of crazy.
Now, it's funny he says Path of Exiles, but I'm running a black-red deck.
Yeah. Yeah. Bad example, but hey.
Okay, I rolled off first, so I'll let you roll first before I... 7. 8. So I get to go first. Let's go.
That's your dice.
Yeah, this is my dice, people. You're handing it to me. All these are my dice, though.
Yeah, I got my bag over here. Bag of treasures.
Here's my bag. And a nice little baggy bag.
And we are using this cool little Krenko token as our life counter.
Now I got this vampire one as a bat and fangs on the other side. It basically came with the commander deck.
Yes, sir.
So let's draw 7, shall we? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Scry 2. Those are good.
Scry 2, guys.
I'll keep this.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep, I guess. Keep that at the top. If you guys want to see my hand real quick.
I'll look away.
Show it right there. Got a couple good lands. And as we play it, we'll show you guys the cards.
And I'll show you my hand.
I'll look away.
That's what I got. Got a couple good lands, couple good vamps. Not bad, not bad.
Even though I know my deck, I don't know what he has in his hand.
So since I get to go first, I will play a Swamps and pass.
Alright. Did you draw?
Yeah.
Alright. Just making sure. Draw. We're going to start off.
Actually, out loud, I didn't.
With a Triome.
Oh, that's
you
beautiful.
guys can see one of my nice Triomes. I actually have multiple of these.
Those are expensive.
Pass.
Pass. Draw.
And it taps for a blue, red, and a white. 3 of the colors that we have. Jeskai.
I play Dragon Skull Summit. Since I control a swamp, it does not enter the battlefield tapped. So, not bad, not bad. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm gonna tap 2 and play Stormfist Crusader. Menace. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card and loses 1 life.
So, like I was saying before, explaining, this card is important because now on his turn, he also draws a card, and we both lose a life. So that right there is going to give him blood tokens once his commander's out.
Pass.
Draw.
Set this up to 40. Yep, there we go.
Player land per turn, which is going to be a mountain. Tap 2. I'm going to go ahead and play good old Arcane Signet. Drop that on the battlefield. Pass after that, Skylar.
Okay, pass. Each player draws a card and loses 1 life.
Drawing 1 card, guys. Going down to 39.
I'm going to play Temple of Malice. When Temple of Malice enters the battlefield, scry 1. It is a land. So I'm going to scry 1. I'll keep. And then I think I'm just going to hit you for 2.
Hitting me for 2.
And it has Minache, Menace. Pass. And if you guys don't know what Menace does, if he only has 1 creature, it cannot block. But if he has 2, then they both block it.
Untap phase. Down to 37. Draw. Go ahead, see what we got to do here. We got 3 mana on board. And we're going to go ahead, tap our 3 and play Gutter Snipe.
Gutter Snipe, that's a good card. Now, I am going to give a shout out. You know, we're not sponsored by anybody. Shout out to the Command Zone, Tellurian Community College. I watch those YouTubers myself. I love their content. You got anybody that you want to shout out in that?
Poker Rev. Who else I watch? I watch a bunch of channels. But definitely the Command Zone is one I definitely watch.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry to interrupt. I also have shout out to I Hate Your Deck.
Oh, I Hate Your Deck, definitely.
I love them.
Love them.
I hope to meet them one day. Meet everybody I just named. All their YouTubers.
And who's the guy who does the budget decks? I forget his name.
MTG Goldfish or Commander Quarters.
Commander Quarters.
Yes, Commander
but
Quarters.
Shout out to MTV Goldfish too. They also have a website where you can upload your deck text.
Yes. By the way, we are not sponsored by any of them. We're just giving them shout outs because they influence us to do this.
Yes. And I'm going to play my land per turn, bouncing back my mountain. And basically, if you guys don't know what Gutter Snipe does, whenever you cast an instant or a sorcery spell, deals 2 damage.
So hopefully we could go to their studios and stuff and play against them, use our decks against them. It would be cool to do a little.
Definitely would be cool.
Something like that.
So pass the turn. Back to you,
Jimmy
buddy.
Wong and then I'm gonna draw. Each player draws. You draw.
Draw.
And we lose a life.
Lose 1 life.
And then I'm gonna play Foreboding Ruins. When it enters the battlefield, you may reveal a swamp or mountain card from your hand. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. There it is. But it's gonna enter the battlefield tapped. I'm gonna tap 3 and Storm Kirk Captain. First strike and other vampires gets +1/+1 and half first strike.
Nice. Now don't forget, Skylar, this is a human.
Yes. It's kind of weird. A vampire deck has a human.
Yeah, we ain't bite it yet.
I'm gonna go to combat and hit you for 2.
Alright, I'm going to take the 2 because I don't want to get rid of my Gutter Snipe.
You can't. It has menace.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And
Manase.
And I pass.
Manase.
Don't worry. We use this human as a sacrifice if need be.
Alright, so going into our next thing, we got 2. As you guys didn't know, if I didn't say, the Azorius Chancery, the one that I bounced back, adds for a white and a blue. So now I have 2 mana on 1 land and a total of 4 mana. So 2, 3, 4. Play my land per turn if I want to. which we are not going to. We are just going to go ahead and play that mountain and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Taking a risk doing this, guys, and I'm playing my commander.
And by the way, if you want to know why it looks like that, that is the full art card.
That is the full art card. This is what the actual commander looks like. And this is the card I just keep in front of it, just to have better artwork. It does have, it is called Hinata Dawn Crown. Flying Trample. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each target. Spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast for each target.
And by the way, on my upkeep, you draw and lose a life, just like I do.
8. I got a discard at the end of my turn.
So do I draw 2 cards off of this? 1.
You draw 1 from that, and then 1 from your regular draw step.
Okay, then I've been messing up the whole time. Then I will draw the 1 from that.
And I got a discard, so
I'll play a Swamp. It's a battlefield.
go ahead, discard this thriving tap land. Just go ahead and discard it. Go down to 7, and then draw from his thing.
I think I'm gonna play my commander myself. So I'm gonna tap 4 and play the boy.
Oh, Strefan.
And he gets +1. Half first strikey.
And if you want to know, Skylar, my commander is a 4/4.
Gotcha.
We'll keep that up just a little bit so we can continue to see the power.
Pass.
Alright, passing. My commander's still alive. That's nice. Land per turn. We shall go ahead and play a Temple of Triumph. Comes into play tapped. When it enters the battlefield, you scry 1. Keep it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to do that yet. That's a sorcery. You got a flyer?
Yes, I do. I got your boy Strefan.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and pass for now.
Okay. Upkeep and draw. You lose 1 life.
1, 2,
Draw
3,
2.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I got to discard again. I'm gonna go ahead and discard that land and then draw. 5, 6, 7, 8.
So I think we should do this, people, if I have enough, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't. Ah, that sucks. I think I'm just going to tap 3 and play Stennis's Masquerade. It's an enchantment. Attacking creatures you control have first strike. Whenever a vampire you control deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. And Madness.
Madness.
They're going mad, mate. They're going mad. I think I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to swing.
On you declaring your combat phase, I have something to do.
Oh no, he got the response, people.
So you guys can see an example of how this deck plays. I'm going to tap 1 blue and go ahead and choose my targets, which is going to be 1, 2, and 3. Icy Blast. So I just had to play 1 blue, and any other targets before that I usually would have to pay with regular mana, but because of my commander, everything costs 1 less. So for 1 blue, I tap 3 creatures.
as you could tell, people. But I will pass, and at the end of my end step, my commander will trigger, and since you lost life, get a beautiful little blood token.
You also lose 2 life from Gutter Snipe.
That is fine. Your turn.
You get 2 blood tokens.
Oh, I get 2 blood tokens.
Yeah, because I lost life too.
2.
Untap.
I forgot that also means
Draw.
when I lose life, I create a blood token from my own blood dripping.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and shock this in. Losing 2 life down to 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So we're going to go ahead and play this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Metallurgic Summonings. This is a nasty card, as you guys can see. I'll show you it real quick and then read it off. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create an XX colorless construct artifact creature where X is that spell's mana value.
Holy crap.
And this is a spell slinging deck, so anything we pay for X is going to be that mana cost, and we'll see what we can do with this. For 3 colorless and 2 red, you can exile it, return all instants and sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. So, pretty nice right there.
That is very nice, people.
And
I'm tapped out, so you can swing in.
also, I forgot to say, because I controlled a creature with power 4 or greater, these creatures do not untap during your next untap phase.
That is fine.
But I am going to swing in for 4 and swing in for 2 because I can.
So that's 6 damage.
6 damage total.
Go down to 28. Do you pass?
And
That will be no.
second main phase, Young Pyromancer. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a 1/1 red elemental token onto the battlefield.
Now do you pass?
Now I pass.
Perfect. Upkeep. Draw. You lose 1 life.
Draw. Lose a life. Down to 31, guys.
I did not get a land drop. That's not good.
And don't forget, you could use your blood tokens to sacrifice them to discard a card and draw a card if you need to.
That is true. I'm gonna tap 3, play a Commander Sphere. And then I'm gonna...
Now this deck I am playing is a type of controller deck.
Tap 3 and play Falkrith Forebringer, flying. When Falkrith Forebringer cannot block, but when it deals combat damage to a player, create a blood token. Sacrifice 2 blood tokens from your graveyard. Return this to from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Falcon Wrath. Nice little old lady right there.
Right there. And it is a vampire, so it does get a +1/+1. And it has first strike. I pass, and I create 2 more blood tokens.
Alright.
Pass.
Untap. Go to draw step. Land per turn. We're going to go ahead and play Mystic Monastery. It's just a Jeskai land and taps for all 3. Put it under a Triumph. Alright, guys. Let's go ahead. Tap a red and a blue. for Smoldering Egg. If you guys don't know what this does,
That's a good card. I like that card.
Defender. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a number of Ember counters on Smoldering Egg equal to the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Then a Smoldering Egg has 7 or more counters on it. We'll transform it. The backside is a 4/4 dragon, and I believe it deals damage anytime you play instant or sorcery. So right now, we got a little engine going, shenanigans going, and this is where when you play a controller deck, you gotta kind of keep your eyes on everything you have. So we're just gonna go ahead and pass the turn. Well, let me swing.
No, you already said pass.
Yeah,
You already said pass.
swing and then pass. With just my commander though.
Go down to 23, people. This isn't looking too well.
Yeah, just the commanders coming in.
Okay. I draw. Finally, a swamp. And I draw one more, and you lose one.
I also draw one and lose one.
One, two, three, four, two black, and I'm gonna play Patron of the Vein, flying. Whenever Patron of the Vein enters the battlefield, destroy a target creature an opponent controls. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, exile it, and put a 1/1 counter on each vampire I control. So I paid the extra one because target. You got a response.
Yes, I do.
It looked like he had a
I'm
response.
playing blue, guys. Of course,
If
I got
you see his face, he's like, oh my god.
I'm just waiting. I'm letting Skylar talk. I'm just letting him talk.
He's getting.
But
he's like.
I do have a response. Let me clean my slobber off my face. I have to play Rewind.
Yep.
This is a counter target spell. So with my commander, it makes it 1 less. So I only have to pay 3. So 1, 2, and 3 to counter that spell. And I also untap 4 lands, which would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you also lose 2 damage because I cast an instant or sorcery spell.
Also, the triggers on that.
Triggers on here.
And triggers on this.
And triggers on this. So I paid the mana value is actually 4, but I had to pay 3.
So you only get 3
So I get 3.
And a 3/3 con.
Yeah, this is the 3/3 construct right here.
This is the smoldering.
3/3 construct. And 3 counters on our glow dragon right there. I get a 1/1 red elemental.
Did he say unelemental, people?
Elemental. That's going to be the 1/1 elementals. We'll put it under her just so we know.
And by the way, I'm gonna go to combat. Any responses?
Combat? No. I have no responses to you doing combat.
Okay, then I'm gonna come at you in the air with Falkris, Fallbringer. And Strefan, the pro, and my commander. I'm gonna sacrifice 2 blood tokens because of his thing, and I'm gonna put a vampire from my hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Right? Put a vampire onto the battlefield tapped and attacking, and it gains indestructible until end of turn. So I'm gonna put Naka's Revenant. Whenever you tap a swamp for mana, add an additional black. Pay 1 black. Nakan Revenant gets +1/+1 until end of turn.
So in response to that
What you said.
trigger, we're going to go ahead and tap 2 white
2 white and attach to a
or a white and a blue, and we're gonna choose all your creatures that are, I guess, yeah, we'll choose all of them.
These 2 ain't attacking.
I'm just choosing them anyway. And how much is that?
This guy does get +1/+1. Well, they all get +1/+1.
I'm gonna choose mine as well, except for my egg. Actually, no. I'm gonna choose my commander.
This guy's indestructible.
Yeah, I know. It's not gonna it exiles. What I'm about to play, it exiles. Let me go ahead and just show you guys the card. Disorder in the court. For white and a blue, exile X target creatures, then investigate X times. Return the exile cards to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to take no damage. All these creatures are going to phase out. I'm going to create 6.
His creatures also phase out.
Yeah, my 1 commander phases out. So I'm going to choose 6 clue tokens, which I'll just use this little food token thing for. So I get 6 of them, and it investigate, create a colorless clue artifact token with 2 colorless, sacrifice this artifact and draw a card. So I own 6 of them. Everything phases out and basically comes back at the end of his turn. And they come into battlefield tapped.
Well, I passed people, and he did lose some life though because of this little guy right here at the beginning of my step. So I create 2 more. Pass.
Everything comes back in. But I gotta get my construct from 7.
You also get 7 on this.
This flips.
When we get more studio stuff, we could edit and do all the fancy little things of stuff phasing out, flipping, and all that.
So this flips so you guys can see what that backside is. Basically flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, deals 2 damage to any target. I got 6 tokens. I get a 6/6 construct.
As you could tell, people, I think Pedro is going to win this one too.
Did you take the 2 damage?
Yes.
I get another 1/1. And I believe that's all my triggers, guys. We're going to go to my turn.
I think he has this one.
Draw. Play an island per turn. And what are you at?
I'm at 20.
20. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
At least let me live one more time.
I'll let you live one more turn because I can kill you this turn.
As you could tell, people, he likes playing the decks that he knows he could win against.
But I'm going to tap 1 red. Drop the card, guys. Tap 1 red. And we're going to release the gremlins. Now, what this does, it has X and an X. I'm choosing all 4 of these. Command sphere. All 6 of my tokens. And where'd it go?
What are you talking about?
Oh. I thought you put my card away.
Bro, this man blind, people.
So I got 6, 7, 8. So because there's 2 X's, I can choose 4 artifacts, which you had 4 blood tokens.
Yep.
And a command sphere.
Yep.
I'm going to choose 3 of the blood tokens and destroy 1 of the command sphere. I get to create 4 2/2 red gremlin tokens. So we're going to use the dice over here for the 4 red 2/2s. And that only cost me 1 red to play because of my commander being out on the battlefield. And pass. Hold on. You take 2. Did you take 2?
Yeah, I'm down to 18.
Take another 2.
16.
I get another 1/1. I get another. What'd I do? 6, 8.
What are you talking about? You didn't do any damage to me.
No, it's my sorcery spell. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I create an XX colorless.
So you would just create 1.
No, because I tapped the X.
Yeah, but if it costs us 1 less, then you're not really tapping stuff, right?
No, it counts it.
Then I had no clue.
Yeah, me either. Me either.
This deck he's playing has a lot of thinking and a lot of triggers.
Yeah.
Even he don't know what he's doing.
I'm telling you, this thing's kind of crazy. So much thinking. That's why I rarely play this deck competitively, because
Competitively, he's saying like we had a tournament, people.
I'm just saying, there's a lot to think of. And get that 6/6 construct. And
You pass that down?
pass.
Okay, trigger. You lose 1 life. I lose 1 life. Play my swamp. And I'm gonna tap 1 red and blasphemous that.
I ain't got no response for that.
Everything takes 13 damage.
Why would you? So, what is everything dead?
Yeah, everything's dead. Even my commando. We might have a chance, people.
He made me let him live just so he can blasphemous act. Never trust your opponent.
And then I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, that's 5, and play Westgate Regent. Flying word. Discard a card. Whenever this creature, English creature becomes the target of spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless that player discards a card. Whenever Westgate Regent deals combat damage to a player, put that many 1/1 counters on it, and there's the card, people. Boom. And then play my swamp this turn. Tap 2 and play Swift the Booties. Pass.
I'm gonna tap all out, sacrificing 4 of my tokens and drawing 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Untap. Draw. And we're going to go ahead and replay our commander, which is replaying my commander, so I got to pay 6, get the 1 blue, white, blue, and red out of the way, and 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And go ahead, Mr. Skylar.
Upkeep. Draw.
Play my land per turn. This is a spell right here, but the backside is a land. And land per turn and pass.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tapping for 6 and playing Olivia Crimson Blade.
Have a response.
No! No! Ah, come on. I don't like this now. Ah, I was so happy when I pulled this out of that, man. I hate her, but Alright, what's your response?
So I am going to choose to play Sublime Epiphany.
Oh. Yep, that's it.
Counter target spell. That's one colorless. Return target non-land permanent to his owner hand.
Okay, this has word. Discard a card. I'm
Okay.
gonna discard.
No, I gotta discard.
Yeah, yes, you do. My bad, people. My bad.
Discard that.
Turn it to my hand.
Create a token. That's a copy of target creature you control, which I'm going to create a copy of my commander and let the second one fizzle out.
Because of the legendary rule.
Because of the legendary rule. Last one, target player draws a card. I'm going to choose myself. So that was 4 targets. Makes it 4 colorless less.
Okay, people, I'm just going to stop this here.
I
You
just
win.
have to play 2 blue.
You win.
I got shenanigans, buddy. I got my devil die.
Playing controller deck against a vampire.
Controller
What do you
deck.
expect?
Counter target non-creature spell. Counter target non-creature spell. Man, it's just till next time.
Now don't let this fool you. He doesn't always win. He just gets lucky.
He tells that to everybody, guys.
Because it's true.
But this is fun. I played a deck of his. He played a couple decks of mine. Now this one, I got to tell you guys, is very, very controlling. And you can build this for yourself for under $100. This deck I'm playing right here. This is a budget deck. My lands I have, of course, like the Triome, aren't budget, but I pulled those out of packs. So you do not have to have that land base. You can make the land base whatever you want, and the basic cards in itself is very cheap. But
Till next time, people.
till next time, guys.
More Commander games coming soon.
2-0.
I get him back. Don't let him fool you.